So, here comes the Borg and Romulan advancement. Oh, these Dodes are gonna die. That was a bad timing, he didn't know it was there. A couple net Bs. It's done. Yeah, these, people get a bit confused sometimes. I guess the double intercept Dode is the only one that has higher offense than defense. Some of the relay ones have significantly more. So while they're really nasty, they do die easy if you get caught out of position. These Klingons, I think they just turned around. Yeah, they saw that warp in, they turned around. This is a relatively good setup. These are all large ships. The Borels can't really do much with their pulses, even though they have the Takroja torpedo. They still can't do that much to ships of that size. Although... oh yeah, here comes. No auto repair. Needs to get out. Will it get out? Yes, it does. Once again, it was close, but there just weren't enough S2s to get kills. They can't get back in the yard. Now down here, because this Klingon fleet is faster, if he can gain the advantage, he can chase all the way back and kill this entire Federation fleet. But if he can't, he can't. Here we go, the opening. Going for the fast ones first. There's one Intrepid. Dying, maybe? Oh, it gets out! Oh, that is bad. Sensor nebula goes down. I think several Katingas are dying. Because that's what Katingas do. And I'm expecting to see a GG pretty soon here. There was just too much tiny miss micros in the beginning that cost them the game. And it occurs to me that on this map, there won't be much fighting through the middle. It's really set up so that this player back here just builds up as much as he possibly can in peace. And then they sort of channel their stuff down through here, so it all hits this guy like a hammer hitting a nail. They're still hammering away at that repairing us too. And this over here, there's a sphere that's about to build, but it's too late. Although, it looks like Old Time Pro has actually gotten that successful push-off, which means he can probably get away with a bunch of kills. Ambassadors are always a tough target, though. And he ranks. Over here we have a phaser platform. It's no repair yard, but it'll do the trick. And he just stops. Just stops short. Not going to get hit by that. Or is he? You know, they might get it. And they might run away. Yeah, they're running away. They've already used their awesome special. Which you can actually almost use it twice in a row. It actually has a significant cooldown on the heavy disruptor. And the energy cost doesn't matter hardly at all now that it doesn't cost them energy to cloak. Okay, so let's see what everybody's thinking. Well, Robbie's thinking Warbird Yard. He's got his Lavals. Didn't even get their specials. They're enough burst damage. While his friend over here, Lemurn kind, has got the tanking done. He's got the frontline ships. All those Lavals have to do is come in and snipe stuff. Sphere starting out. Here we have an Arati yard and an incredibly well-defended position. Once again, nothing back here is getting raided the rest of the game. Nothing over here is getting raided the rest of the game. So they're just going to tech up and annihilate their enemies. Down here, these guys are starting to capitalize on their additional mining. Got a second cabbage yard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so this is a full expansion. I find one yard can usually, or one refinery can usually only handle 5 miners. So I go 3 and 2. He's got lots of tritanium here too. These guys could almost go ahead. Oh, that's from the bottom team. That one belongs to Tiger. Armada Tiger. Okay. So these guys should almost go in here and try to claim these 2 dilithium moons. It would certainly help. They're all... Well, 2 out of 3 of them have extra tritanium. And here's a gutsy move. Old Time is going ahead. He's going to try to raid it. He might get some kills. He might get fed rolled while his fleet is away. But we'll see. After all, he can depend on the spheres all the way over there. He can't depend on anybody. But he could probably stall them for a while if they do decide to come rolling. He's not going to get out, though, unless he goes through the middle. Over here we have the Laval fleet coming in. Now they have their auto repair. And we have Eresus. Eresus are interesting. I feel like they sort of defeat the purpose of having a large yard because they're not effectively a large ship. They have low stats and they move fast. But if all you're doing is raiding, if you need a fleet ship, don't do it. It's not teching up in the sense that other races tech up. But if all you need is a Laval fleet to snipe and your allies doing the tanking, then that's when Eresus are fine. They are the fastest ship with good defense. So they can survive through sheer hit points, sheer speed and escape mechanic. And their damage special isn't bad either. Here's the aforementioned Fed roll, combined with the Borg roll. There are still S2s here. No matter how many get bopped, there's always more. Never enough to get some major kills. These Klingons have given up their attack. They're going to come back. And there might be enough of them to annihilate these Feds. That would be good. That would be the end of his fight. And he could send stuff over to help his allies. However, what do we have here? I don't think this can regen. This is not a regen sphere. Fortunately, the enemy isn't noticing it. I can't tell how many beams it has. Okay, 1 beam, triple prime. So, I'm expecting... when this guy shoots, his enemies lose all of their energy. And he shoots 2 targets at once. But he can't tank at all. Not like this one, which is a 3 regen, which means it actually has the regeneration ability. And I'm afraid I wasn't paying attention to what died, but I don't think anything from the top team died. Maybe a probe. Got some... oh, we had some faceplate Briennes in there tanking everything. So that was just a one-sided slaughter. Down here we have the Klingons catching up. Half of them anyway, I think. That is a lot of damage. Their heavy disruptor is definitely at least 1 kill. Like that. I think that's Old Time Crow's victory down here. Oh, and there was a large yard too. A bit of a proxy position, but it's not going to work. It's not going to help. And a B5 prototype. and a B8 prototype. So down here, Stargazer's definitely been looking into other options while he S2 spammed, which is good. People get knocked a lot in this game for spamming nothing but S2s. It's generally frowned upon, so it's good to see that he was at least planning something else. And no real teching up here, just worrying about getting his hesus out. They certainly do look cool. Down here, the Federation, there's a descent warp in, but none of this is going to live. It's all dead. Klingons probably aren't even losing ships anymore. He's got a repair line and he's still not losing ships. So after this, Old Time Pro will be in a good position to push on Govinda or go help his allies. But all of his stuff is really small, so it won't be able to stand up in a bigger fleet. It only stood up to these feds because they were so torpedoed. And now we see the long chase on this descent. Is Govinda going to go ahead and spring 20 supply? Oh, he has no supply. His warp-in deaths. He doesn't have 20 supply to use it. He buys supply, and he's going to use it. And then they're going to kill it. But it's going to stall for another minute, which will give these guys time to do something. Well, it looks like Tiger has gotten into good production, so now he has a tanking sphere to go in front of his awesome energy-draining sphere. Firepower this Klingon fleet puts out is just tremendous. And you know what? I think Govinda could be in trouble.